right. Shadow for this. Let's do a little bit of shadow work. Okay. So, for those who walk before me and those who have gone before me, and my spirit guides, I ask that you show me the shadow of the next 6 months. What does Jacinta need to know about, need to worry about? If there's a relationship in her future, what are obstacles, or what does she need to be concerned about? What shadow work needs to be done for this to be successful and beautiful? One card will suffice. Thank you. Am I counting this one? All right, I'm taking this one out, and we're going to see if anything else jumps. 3 shuffles, and then we'll see. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just going to do another one. The shuffling is what takes the longest. Okay, nothing else has jumped, although it seemed like there was a lot of different things that wanted to, so let's see what we got. Judgment, Ma'at. Okay, so she's, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so she's archetypal Egyptian goddess, and her job was, part of the underworld, was to judge the human soul. And the way to judge the human soul is that she would take the person's heart and weigh it against a feather, which is why you see this action over here. Okay, when this comes up, you need to be careful for a couple different reasons. You could be judging yourself too harshly, and you need to stop doing that, because if you are judging yourself, if you're judging yourself at all, but if you're judging yourself too harshly, that means you're not really seeing the divine within yourself and what is perfect about you, which is everything. That's a huge deal. The second is that you could be judging others too harshly. And judgment in this sense, you need to recognize the divine in other people, even the annoying drivers out in the world, and like that annoying cashier who always rings you up wrong. You have to really let go of those judgments. This card really comes up a lot when there's a judgment of self, or you're carrying judgment that is weighing on your heart. Whatever you have on your heart needs to come out. You need to express yourself in a kind way without being judgy, but also recognize that the judgments that you hold, tell me again, the judgments that you hold about yourself that come from others are not real. So you could have on your heart things that other people have taught you, and you need to figure out how to let go of those so that you can move into this fantastic next 6 months that's laid out in front of you. And again, that is a little bit of hard work. That is some very serious self-honesty, recognizing that you have a choice, taking action, recognizing that you are part of the brilliance, and really getting over those insecurities, okay? This is not easy, what is in front of you, but the end result is pretty fantastic. Okay, I have another deck that, and so here's the book. I don't use this deck hardly ever, but I want to get a little bit more shadow on this, so I will read a little bit from the deck. I know most of it, but just in case I get one that I haven't memorized or I don't remember the keywords. Can I get a little bit more shadow? Okay, I'm taking this one for time's sake. This deck is a little macabre, but it reads fantastic so far. So this is a 25, which would be a 7. Okay, so you can see that. I hope that it focused. Let me see what I have for you regarding this. This is Doric's Bride, Endings and Beginnings. So something major. This one I don't actually know. Okay, so skulls traditionally represent death and endings. This does not necessarily refer to a physical death, but a time for closure. So this next 6 months, you really do have, I mean, you start out with a new beginning, right? New beginning. And in order to have a new beginning, you have to shed the old. And that's literally what this is. I mean, it's starting to get redundant. It's a little bit ridiculous. Your heart is open and you recognize things must change. This card comes up when you need to think about what you no longer need in your life and what needs to get shed and what needs to get moved past. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, recognize negative situations because they are holding you back currently. And there is a strong indication that unless you are able to free yourself from ties which bind, you will not be able to move forward without obstacles. Can we take a second there? Because honest to God, you have, so unless you're into bondage, which is cool too, then you're going to find somebody that really appreciates that about you and enjoys doing it with you. But these all have ties. These all have some sort of binding ties, reins, ropes. So recognize, get rid of it. Notice how fluid these two are. These two are okay. It's okay to have some things around you, keeping some of that together and organized in your life. But you don't want it this tight, right? You don't want somebody else directing you. You want to let go of those ties. Okay? It's time. It's time. All right.